Playoff pressure, not for Charley Hoffman, shoots a final round 62 to win the Deutsche Bank Championship.
Settle in as we rewind the week with the latest edition of Monday Backspin from PGA TOUR.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Casey Black and welcome to the special Labor Day edition of Monday Backspin. And what an exciting finish to the second leg of the PGA Tour playoffs for the FedExCup. Charley Hoffman carding a final round 62 to win by 5 shots at TPC Boston. Tying the tournament scoring record set by Vijay Singh after his 2008 victory, the 33-year-old carded hhis career low, was one off the course record to come from behind in the final round to win, beating out Geoff Ogilvy, Luke Donald, and Jason Day, who all finished at 17 under par. So here's a look at Hoffman's final round scorecard: 11 birdies, 2 bogeys. He shot a 33 going out, a 29 coming back for a 62 Monday. He was tied for 5th in driving accuracy, was 6th in greens in regulation, 8th in putting, only took 22 in the final round, and oh, by the way, led the field in birdies. Charley Hoffman started out the week 59th in the FedExCup standings, and with the win, he gathered 2,500 more FedExCup points to jump up to now 2nd in the standings. He's 1 spot behind Matt Kuchar, who is 1st after his win last week at the Barclays. So here's a look at the top 5 currently in the FedExCup standings. Matt Kuchar and Hoffman are number 1 and 2. Steve Stricker falls down 1 spot to sit in 3rd after his 9th place finish at 13 under par. Jason Day moved from 14th now to 4th, while Luke Donald fills out the top 5 with his runner-up finish. And while those at the top of the leaderboard were trying to get into the coveted top 5 in the FedExCup standings, others were trying to get into the top 70 to punch their ticket to the BMW Championship this week. Here are the players who just got in there, just above the 70 cut line. Vijay Singh moved from 86th to 63rd after finishing at 11th at 10 under par. Andres Romero does it again, also finished at 10 under. He moved from 100th in the standings, now to 68th. Chris Blanks moves up 20 spots in the standings, but it's not enough to get him into Chicago. There were also some big movers of the week who knew they needed to hit the ground running at TPC Boston and did so in a huge way. Take Tom Gillis, who came into the week 92nd in the FedExCup standings with his final round 6 under 65 to finish at 16 under par for the tournament, tied for 5th. Gillis moves up the standings 44 spots to sit at 48th, safely qualifying for Chicago. And Aussie Geoff Ogilvy also made a big move. He was tied for 2nd. He shot up the standings 43 spots to now sit within the top 10, right at 9th. And Tiger Woods also needed a strong week to get into the BMW Championship field, and he did that, finishing at 10 under par, tied for 11th. Woods jumped the FedExCup standings to 51st. He'll be in the field next week in Chicago. World number 1 carded 4 birdies and only 1 bogey in his final round. And while Tiger Woods went up the leaderboard, Phil Mickelson went down after shooting a final round 76. Lefty carded 3 birdies, 3 bogeys, 1 double, and a triple on the par 4 10th en route to his 76, ultimately finished 7 under par, tied for 25th. As a result, Mickelson moved down the FedExCup standings 4 spots from 10th to 14th. Fred Albers is at TPC Boston with a look back at the Deutsche Bank Championship.
Hi, Casey. What a dramatic finish to the Deutsche Bank Championship. Of course, that par 5 18th always lends for drama here at TPC Boston. But I think what I'm going to take out of this week is what didn't happen. I'm referring to Hurricane Earl. Remember, the storm was expected to blow into town on Friday night. We didn't even know if we were going to be able to play golf on Saturday. Well, Earl turned out to be a little bit of a dud. No damage whatsoever. The tournament came off as scheduled, and yet a lot of high drama both in the tournament and in all those hurricane warnings. We're headed off to Chicago for the BMW Championship. Our broadcast begins noon Thursday. And of course, check back at PGATour.com for all the very latest updates throughout the week. Casey?
Thank you, Fred. Next stop on the PGA Tour, the BMW Championship in Chicago, Illinois. It's the 3rd leg of the PGA Tour playoffs for the FedExCup. Live at coverage will continue on Thursday. Check PGATour.com for start time.